Hi, my name is Jacob Adams. I'm a fitness and leadership coach. I help people just like you get to the next level in fitness, losing body fat, establishing winning mindsets. Have you been struggling with knowing what to eat, how much of that to eat, how long to eat this for, establishing and designing your own diet? My quest to finding the perfect diet has been one that I've been developing for 20 years. I first started with a low-fat diet, just started cutting out fat. If it had fat, didn't eat it. It was as simple as that. With time, I started adding protein shakes, because somebody told me that was a way to gain muscle, and that's what I wanted to gain. I can remember some of my earlier diets being then heavy in carbs, low in fat, high in protein. So high carb, high protein. Eventually trying things like low carb or ketosis and things like that. And then trying stuff like the zone diet, balancing carbs out. And soon I began to see that there was typically three options here if you were going to be designing a diet that had all of the holes addressed. Meaning low carb, moderate carb, high carb, and moderate protein, low protein, high protein, and fat. And for my particular body, the one that works the best for me long term is moderate carb, moderate protein, moderate fat for me. That's what works well with my body. And typically, a person needs to decide where they stand, where maybe they need to go into ketosis, or maybe they need to do moderate carb, or understand these things. And that's what I've seen and found over the last 20 years of working with diets and clients, that you will need to pick something that makes sense to you and try it. There is a level of testing and logic that a person needs to do. Now in this video, I'll talk to you a little bit about what are some of the broad strokes, and invite you to try my course on nutrition available on Udemy, where I go into things a little bit more in detail as far as designing your program and things like that. So in any case, let's say we've seen so many changes in the diet world. We've seen Atkins go from being a villain of sorts and to now ketosis coming back full swing. My particular success does come from moderate carbs, and my clients' success comes from establishing a moderate carb, moderate protein approach to nutrition, supplementation, and things like that. And like I said, we're currently living times where people don't really know what diet to stick with. But until a person does design their own diet and really does the work to observe how certain foods affect their physique and energy, they're not going to have a solid position. They're consistently going to be, pulled around by like a ring on their nose, being pulled around by the bit, or that's the saying. And in any case, until a person decides to actually commit to a certain style of nutrition and work through it and actually take notes, body measurements, weighing themselves, body fat, actually, keeping track of their calories. Until a person does that work, weighs their food, looks at nutrition labels, they're not going to get the full benefits of designing a nutrition program. You can't wing it all your life. You're gonna, unless you had a chef that cooked all your foods and calculated it for you and just had to eat. But even meal prep services don't really care that you're getting enough calories. So to some extent, you have to be very mindful of what you're eating. That's the reality of it, okay? So the first thing you want to do if you're going to establish a nutrition program is have the template as to what you're going to do. It could be, for example, in a moderate carb diet, 33% of your calories are going to come from carbohydrates, 33% of your calories are going to come from protein, and 33% of your calories are going to come from fat. Then you have to establish a a certain amount of calories as to which those percentages will be filling up. So how much is the goal to take in? A simple measure I like to say is, okay, if somebody weighs 200 pounds and they want to lose some weight, they can actually eat about 2,000 calories and lose weight, okay? And that would be required, that's like their base metabolic rate or their minimum requirement of calories. Then they would take the percentages and calculate that. Now, in my course that I designed on Udemy, I'll go exactly as to how to break that down and establish exactly how many macronutrients to have, what is the composition of proteins, carbs, and fats needed for this particular person who's going into his own diet. So first things first, establish a calorie count for the day. Second, establish a macronutrient ratio. How much of those calories will be coming in from carbohydrates, how many of the daily calories will be coming from protein, and how many of the daily calories will be coming from fat. Once you have those two metrics, then it's a matter of tracking. Every time you eat something, you track it, and you observe it, and you track it. You need to do this for at least 30 days to understand what foods have what calories and examine what it's doing to your body, okay? So that is the truth of calories, and that's the broad stroke of it. Ultimately, the worst thing you can do in seeing this video is do absolutely nothing and have absolutely no experience in tracking calories. The app I've used is called MyNet Diary. You can find that on the App Store of Apple or Androids. It's a great app. Some people use this, where people sometimes interject with me and will say, well, what about MyFitnessPal? Or look, whatever app you use is fine. I'm letting you know the one I use is MyNet Diary, and I've been using it since 2010. I paid $4. That's about 40 cents a year in 2010. 40 cents a year is what it has come out to now. Great app. You can scan things with the UPC, etc. So the worst thing you want to do is see a video like this when you're trying to lose weight and think that what I said has absolutely no merit, because I've been a trainer for a long time and I help people lose weight. I sell supplements, and I'm telling you, like, if you really want to lose weight, there's no way around it. Your nutrition is going to come up, and especially as you get older, you can't get away with what you did when you were 18 or 21 or 24. Like, the body changes. Let's say you had children, the body's changing hormonally. There's a lot less muscle tissue present. Like, there's so many things that your body's not just going to let you get away with not paying attention to what you're eating, how much you're eating, and stuff like that, okay? So the worst thing you want to do is avoid this conversation period. I'd love to see you make a comment, ask any questions below, and if you're interested in more of this information, click the link below. It is to my Udemy course, and I'll go ahead and create a discount for 50% off for the first 10 people that do sign up. For the first 10 people that sign up on that course, and it's very affordable. I think right now you can get it for like $10, so it's a $20 regular price, so I'll be able to get it to you for at least $10. I'll even make it for 51% off. That's what I'll do. I'll go ahead right now, put the link below. If this interests you, you want to hear more information, you want me to be your coach on this topic, the link is below. I'd love to see you on the other side. This is Jacob Adams. Let me know.